Here are the 10 sites where swimming is not recommended, because doing so could result in your death. Number 10. Hanakoi Beach, Hawaii. Hanakoi Beach on the Napali coast of Hawaii is the most dangerous beach in Hawaii and one of the most dangerous beaches in the world. Despite the dangers of this perilous beach, people still visit Hanakoi to swim. The waters may not initially seem perilous, but the beach is renowned for its high surf and violent red tides. There is no road access to this beach, and there are no lifeguards on duty. 83 people have drowned at this beach since 2008, making it a high-risk area. Number 9. The Bowling Lake, Dominica. The waters of the Bowling Lake in Dominica's Morne Trophy Ta National Park are aptly named. In fact, the Bowling Lake is the world's hottest lake, with temperatures recorded as high as 197 degrees Fahrenheit at its edges. The lake is so hot that no one has ever been able to record the temperature at the center, because the scalding water prevents scientists from reaching the center. Number 8. New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Florida is known for its stunning white sandy beaches, and New Smyrna is no exception. However, swimmers should take precautions since New Smyrna owns the Guinness World Record for the capital of shark attacks worldwide, because 3 different species of sharks live in the waters off the New Smyrna beach. The tiger shark, spinner shark, and black-tipped shark. There have been an astounding 238 recorded shark attacks on this beach alone. In 2008 alone, amazingly, 24 people were bitten by sharks at New Smyrna Beach. The enormous surf of New Smyrna Beach limits the visibility of the sharks, so the sharks are known to simply bite on any splashing nose they hear or see. However, none of these attacks has ever led to a fatality, but still these shark-infested waters are a dangerous and risky place to swim. Before we move on, be sure to subscribe to Tech Cargo with notifications on so you don't miss any of our videos. Number 7. Cape Tribulation, Australia. The beaches of Cape Tribulation in northern Queensland, Australia, offer much more than just lovely swimming waters. Anyone choosing to swim there should be aware of the numerous dangers present. From November to May, venomous jellyfish swarmed the waters. Swimmers are seriously threatened by the deadly boxfish jellyfish and the Karachay jellyfish. The Karachay jellyfish are extremely small and difficult to observe. They frequently have a diameter of less than half an inch, but their poison is lethal, despite being larger. Box jellyfish are just as deadly and difficult to spot due to their translucent look. Anyone choosing to swim in these waters is strongly advised to wear a stinger suit to help reduce the chance of being stung. Stinger warning signs are all along the beach. Number 6. Lake Karachay, Russia. Russia pollution abounds at Russia's Lake Karachay. In reality, a dip in this lake is so deadly that anyone who steps foot into its waters will receive a lethal dose of radiation poisoning within an hour, because it was used as a dump for radioactive waste in the 1950s. The lake is slowly being filled with concrete and soil, and efforts are being made to seal it up so that no one can accidentally swim in this radioactive, over-polluted, highly toxic lake. Because Lake Karachay is so toxic, it is frequently referred to as the most polluted place on Earth. Number 5. Shark Alley. South Africa is home to Shark Alley. The largest great white shark population in the world is found in South Africa's Hans Bay, in a channel between the islands of Dyer and Geyser Rock. Each year, 60,000 Cape fur seals travel to this area, attracting sharks to come to hunt the seals. Due to the area's high concentration of great white sharks, Shark Alley is a well-known location for cage diving, where scientists, shark aficionados, and marine biologists enter shark-infested waters. Shark Alley, however, does not allow free diving or swimming without the protection of a cage, due to the large quantity of great whites present and the chance of a great white attack being quite high. Number 4. Lake Hillier, Australia. Australia. The bright pink waters of Lake Hillier, which is in Western Australia, make it a remarkable and unusual lake. As a result, Lake Hillier is quite well known. At 1,950 feet long and situated next to the ocean, the lake's azure blue surroundings help to intensify the lake's unusual pink color. Visitors come to see and take pictures of this popular pink lake. The algae is essentially what gives the lake its color. The lake has a very high salt concentration and receives very little rainwater, which affects the algae at the lake's bottom and causes the algae to produce a red pigment, which gives the lake its unusual color. While tourists undoubtedly consider swimming in the lake's lovely pink waters, this is not a common practice. It is not advisable to swim in Lake Hillier because it is not a swimming lake. The lake is a bacterial cesspool. Anyone who tries to swim in the lake runs the danger of contracting a bacterial illness, which might make them very unwell. Number 3. The Blue Hole. Despite its danger, the Blue Hole at Dahab continues to draw cave divers and explorers from all over the world. The Blue Hole is the entrance to the famous 5-foot-long tunnel known as the Arch, which connects the Blue Hole to the open waters of the sea. Divers enter the Blue Hole to find this tunnel, but it is very difficult to find. Many divers have missed the opening of the tunnel and descended too far. As a result of nitrogen narcosis, they are unable to climb back to the top. Dahab's Blue Hole is not intended for recreational divers, despite the fact that this is the type of diver it tends to draw. Because of this, the Blue Hole has earned the title of the world's deadliest dive site after taking the lives of more than 200 divers. Number 2. Amazon Basin. A basin in the Amazon. The Amazon Basin snakes its way through South America, covering 40% of the continent and flowing through Bolivia. Latin America, the Amazon Basin, is one of the worst places in the world to swim because it is home to the candiru, a freshwater parasitic catfish also known as the toothpick fish or the vampire fish, that infests the human body by worming its way into any open hoof. Ecuador, Guyana, Peru, and Venezuela. And while the basin is home to a number of dangerous wildlife including eels, piranhas, alligators, and anacondas, those animals aren't the most prevalent threat of the basin. The lethal candiru can be removed, but the procedure is time-consuming and dangerous. Once inside your body, the candiru spreads barbs into your flesh and feeds off your blood, which is a tremendously painful experience and frequently results in death from shock. Considering that the candiru is one of the deadliest animals on Earth and that it largely inhabits the Amazon basin, swimming there is strictly discouraged. Number 1. Lake Victoria, Africa. Africa, in addition to being the largest lake in Africa, Lake Victoria is also the largest tropical lake in the world and the second largest freshwater lake in the world. Over 80 islands can be found there, and millions of people depend on the lake for its natural resources. But the lake is also a death trap. More people die each year in Lake Victoria than in any other lake in the world. Storms can whip over Lake Victoria's waters with little notice, and heavy downpour and large waves can appear out of nowhere, risking the lives of both fishermen and swimmers. Every other body of water in the world pales in comparison to Lake Victoria, where 5,000 people die on average each year. This list of the 10 worst places to swim is topped by Lake Victoria, which has been dubbed the most hazardous swimming location on the planet. Check out our previous videos on the top 20 superhero weapons and the top 10 monster waves vs ships, and remember to subscribe to Tech Cargo with notifications on so you don't miss any of our videos. Thank you.